Welcome back, strangers. In the far north of the Atlantic Ocean, surrounded by cold and mysterious depths of unexplored waters, sits the striking land of fire and ice. Wrapped in endless fields of untouched beauty, the secluded Nordic island of Iceland is not all that it appears. Like many distant cultures, it's a place of myths and legends, told from generation to generation, sitting next to the fire. Yet, unlike most modern societies who have given up on their traditional beliefs and legends, many Icelanders are not yet ready to part with the existence of the Huldufólk, best described as hidden elves who are mainly unseen by the people around them, except for those lucky enough to catch a glimpse of these mysterious beings. Today, we're going to discuss these peculiar creatures and the legends surrounding them. Icelandic elves live in shadows between the rocks or in alfels, charming structures built for them by the locals. These small wooden houses are scattered throughout the entire island, both in populated cities and distant wilderness, giving the elves a home and welcoming them to the local community. There are many small houses built for this purpose, but the Huldufólk people also like to repurpose other buildings and structures as their homes. The Huldufólk is one of hundreds of small turf sheds built by Icelanders in the 20th century. It was built by a farmer in 1948 as storage for milk cans. Since the road conditions were extremely bad at the time, the milk truck couldn't even deliver the goods all the way to their village. So he would bring the milk in the shed and the farmer would come pick it up when he could. Since the shed was located far from humans, the Huldufólk made it their home. There are numerous examples across Iceland where locals believe the hidden people may have made homes, causing them to protect the area. You should never throw rocks in Iceland, because of the chance you may accidentally hit one of the little elves. The Huldufólk can be territorial. There are countless stories of roads and building projects being stopped by elves when they intersect with their territory. According to Icelanders, machines mysteriously stop working, or some workers may get hurt, break a leg, or sprain an ankle. Luckily, there are supposed mediums who could speak with the hidden people, helping them come to an agreement with locals and keep everyone happy. The elves dislike electricity, churches, and crosses. They love to dance and be merry. There are many tales of hidden people invading farmhouses during Christmas to hold wild parties. It is custom for Icelanders to clean their homes before Christmas and leave out the food for the Huldufólk on Christmas. It's a tradition to leave candles out on New Year's Eve to help the elves find their way at night, because it's believed this is how they move to new locations for the year. On Midsummer Night, a powerful Icelandic holiday celebrated on June 24th, many strange things can happen. Seals can become human, cows may speak, and if you sit in an intersection where all four roads lead to separate churches, elves will attempt to seduce you with food and gifts. If you can resist their seduction, you'll receive a great reward, but if you let temptation get the best of you, there are grave consequences. There are two stories that are widely accepted by Icelanders of how the Huldufólk came to exist. Both legends combine pagan stories that have been passed down for centuries with Christianity that was spread among the Icelanders at the end of the 10th century. The first legend is set in the Garden of Eden. One day, God came to visit Adam and Eve and requested to meet their children. At the time, Eve was bathing them, but wasn't able to finish cleaning them all. Embarrassed to show God the dirty ones, she only showed him the children who were clean. God knew she was hiding some of her children, but he still gave her a chance to tell him the truth. Again, she lied to him and said all of her children were standing in front of them. To punish her disobedience, God declared that the children she hid from him would be hidden from all mankind. These hidden children became the first Huldufólk. The second legend revolves around a traveler who got lost near a secluded farm. He knocked on the door, and an elderly woman welcomed him in. She prepared him a meal and introduced him to her gorgeous daughters. They invited him to stay for the night. The traveler asked if one of the daughters would keep him company. The hostess approved, but when he tried to embrace the woman he laid with, he couldn't touch her. Although she was clearly in front of him, his hands passed right through her as if she was a ghost. The woman saw the traveler was in shock and reluctantly revealed that she was a spirit without a body, one of the hidden people who neither opposed nor supported Lucifer when he revolted in heaven. As a result of their indecisiveness, they were sent to Earth with rocks and hills as their only companions. They can take a human form whenever they want to be seen, but they'll never be able to live with humans or have a true physical body. Huldufólk are not the only supernatural beings that inhabit Iceland. There are stories of great trolls that also call the island their home. Unfortunately, many are long gone with their remains trapped in stone after being caught outside during an early morning sunrise. The first widely known troll story is related to the beautiful black sand beach in Vik. Many visit it for its amazing beauty, but it hides more than black sand and a gorgeous view. Just offshore from the beach stands a rock formation known as the Strangest. According to legend, these basalt rocks are actually trolls with an unfortunate fate. When trying to drag 3 ships ashore, the sunlight caught them, freezing them on the spot and turning them into stone, where they became a memorial to the supernatural creatures in Iceland. Trolls seem to enjoy beautiful scenery just as we do. The second story is set in the area of Dimmaburger, known for its uniquely shaped lava fields surrounded with rocks and caves, reminiscent of a great citadel. Yet its history goes way back in time, long before humans stepped foot on the island, when many kinds of mythical creatures, including the great trolls, walked the land. These trolls were not as hard-working as the ones on the beach of Vik. Their fate was sealed when they decided to throw a great party during the dark days in this area. Many trolls came, and the party lasted for days. They enjoyed it so much that they forgot about the coming of sunlight, which struck them unprepared and turned them into huge pillars. If you're observant enough, you can still see their faces in the same shape as they were when they were sealed thousands of years ago. If any of these stories have sparked your curiosity and you'd like to learn more about the Huldufólk and trolls, the Elf School in Reykjavik is a must-stop on your travels in Iceland. It's a place where you can learn about folklore and listen to the stories of the friendships between elves and humans. Upon finishing the course, you'll get a unique diploma that you can hang on your wall next to all of your other great achievements in life. All of that, along with the pancakes and tea, makes for a perfect afternoon in the capital of this incredible country. Iceland is the perfect place to stop for a few days if you're on your way to a European vacation or a holiday in America. Just bring plenty of cash, because once they have you trapped on the island like in an amusement park, you'll be living off $30 personal pan pizzas. Thanks, strangers, for watching. Would you take a trip to the land of fire and ice? Let us know in the comments below. If you like this video, share it. Check out the merch we made on Etsy and our Patreon, where $1 a month you can get the strangest news stories, conspiracies, and more. And as always, stay strange.